2 o'clock on Thursday, March 18th. We have this line of severe weather moving into the area, and we are starting to notice a little bit of rotation develop in the upstate of South Carolina. So we're going to continue monitoring that and a few things. I am a solo right now, so just bear with me as I go through all of this. I want to make sure that you guys know that it's a one-man crew right now. So there may be some delays and some things like that, but we will get you the information as best we can to make sure that you are alert of what's going on. So I want to make sure that all of this is cross-posted. So if you'll just give me just a moment so I can make sure all of this videos are cross-posted onto the different pages. We will start here in just a second to give you up to the date information. So let me click a few more buttons, and that way I know we are live, and we are, so that is good. Let's go ahead and get the radar up and going. Again, no current warnings right now, but I wanted to get on here before we started seeing some issue because I see some areas of interest in the upstate of South Carolina. So let me get to the screen share ability here, and we will be off and running. I'm going to turn on my phone over here just to make sure that I can answer any questions you guys may have for me. So I will be looking at that as well here as we continue. In fact, let me pull this up on my computer right quick. That way I can watch the stream and make sure if you have any questions I can monitor those. So bear with me again. It's a one-man show right now. So if you just bear with me, that way I can make sure I'm getting everything that you guys are wanting from us. So now I think I can share the screen, and we are highlighting the upstate of South Carolina. This is the tail end of the cold front that is currently moving through the mountains and foothills of North Carolina. I live here in Morganton, and you can see some pretty intense rainfall. I just checked the rain gauge just a little bit ago. We are approaching 2 inches of rain for this storm, and we continue to see some rainfall and even some lightning showing up from time to time. As we go into Rutherford County, we're starting to see some more intense storms pick up. This is along the North and South Carolina borderline. This is where the warm front has already passed through. So a little bit more instability to work with in this area of Rutherford and Polk County. And then we drop into the upstate of South Carolina, and that's where we find Greenville, and then back towards Anderson. And it's these 3 cells, 1, 2, 3, that have me of interest. And we're starting to see some rotation. This is going to be along Interstate 85, just outside of Piedmont, South Carolina, just to the southwest of Greenville. That is something I'm going to be watching. It's showing some signs of rotation, as well as this storm crossing into Iva as well along the Georgia-South Carolina line, just outside of Lake Hartwell. So we're going to be watching those, and then a few other areas of interest here near the north of Greenville, South Carolina. So those are what we are watching right now here in the upstate of South Carolina that could produce some tornadoes. The atmosphere is right for this area. There is a tornado watch out for portions of South Carolina. Let me pull that map up here for you. That way we can show you which areas. And again, I apologize. You'll hear me say this a lot. It's a one-man crew today, so you just bear with me. I'll try to get as much going as I can, as a one person can do during severe weather. But you got to play with the cards you're dealt with. So here is the tornado watch. Here is the locations that are affected by this tornado watch, and some of those include the the low country of South Carolina. You're dealt with. So here is the tornado watch. There, I'm going to turn the volume down. So here's the tornado watch. You can see portions of Charleston up to Orangeburg, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, all under a tornado watch. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another convective watch, either severe thunderstorm or tornado watch issued for other portions of the Carolinas. But that's kind of what we are watching right now. So Again, this line of thunderstorms, let me pull up here the radar and see what we got going on here. Got some chime in my ear looking from the Weather Service. They are talking about um, the possibility of a watch being issued fairly shortly here for the area. So we will continue to monitor that as well. So we're just going to hang out today. Let me know what's going on. We're going to be talking about weather. You can make us your personalized weather station today, and we'll try to keep you up to date with all that's going on in North and South Carolina as we continue to monitor this severe weather threat move into the area. Again, we'll say the latest Storm Prediction Center outlook has placed the enhanced risk for portions of Charlotte down towards Columbia, all the way to the east into the coastal plain areas. Slight risk for the foothills of North Carolina as well. So that is kind of where we are right now with the storm system. So we are continuing to watch the storm system move into the area, as we could see a possibility of a few tornadoes, some damage in wind, and large hail. So we're sorry about that little break there. So we are watching again. Anderson, South Carolina has kind of got my interest here. I want to be able to pull up this radar screen for you and kind of show you what is going on. This is where we're watching these kind of three little storms that are tail end of this cold front. And Anderson right now has my interest. That's where we're seeing some pockets of rotation. One near Star, one near Anderson, one near Williamston. Again, this is just along and south of Interstate 85. My dog's barking, so let me go check that out. I apologize. I'll be right back. All right, you gotta love working from home, especially with the animals around. So again, let's look at this and tell you what's going on. We are watching a few areas of rotation near South Carolina, near Anderson, and this one near Williamston right here is showing me a little bit of concern here. We're starting to see some winds rotate here, and this is along Interstate 85. So this is going to be coming into the Piedmont community, just southwest of Greenville. And that is the area that I would watch for the possibility of some rotation. So we'll continue to monitor that. Again, no warning or anything like that, but it is showing the storm is starting to rotate there in Anderson County and Greenville County, kind of on the county line there. So on Interstate 85. So we'll watch that area. Again, no warning issued yet, but wanted to kind of give you a first heads up alert on that as we continue to watch this line of storms move through. As we go into the upstate and the Midlands of South Carolina, I apologize for my dog barking. She likes to make noise, likes to bark at any noise it's made. So we can see down here towards the coastal area from Columbia to Charleston, we see another batch of showers and thunderstorms. But again, nothing severe, no warnings or anything issued for this area. But this area is under the tornado watch. So that is something that we'll have to continue to watch as we're switching radar sweeps here to the Charleston area. Again, no tornado warnings. We do have that tornado watch out that includes Charleston up to Orangeburg and Beaufort and Hilton Head, South Carolina. So we will continue to watch that area as well. Let's continue to take the radar back up here to Greenville, Spartanburg, and we'll monitor these systems. We do have that flood advisory up for the northern portions of Greenville and Spartanburg counties, and kind of the wide scale loop. You can kind of see this line of storms from Wilkes County down through Alexander, Caldwell, Burke, McDowell, Rutherford into the upstate of South Carolina. So we'll continue to monitor that. So we'll continue to monitor that. Sorry, I was checking one of our sources here and wanted to read that. It's some information coming in again of the possibility of a convective watch. This could be severe thunderstorm or a tornado watch that could be issued here shortly. The National Weather Service out of Raleigh talking about near-term mesoscale trends suggest an increasing potential for severe thunderstorms across central North Carolina later this afternoon. So the atmosphere is really ramping up once you get to the Charlotte metro area to the east. And I'm going to kind of show you why that is. You can see these little wind barbs right here. These are weather stations, mesonet stations that tell us temperature, dew point, humidity, as well as the wind direction. You can see a lot of these have switched from the south to southeast, and that is the warm front. You can kind of see even here in South Carolina, all these wind barbs are showing us where the wind direction is coming from. And it's right along Interstate 85. It's kind of where we are seeing this warm front. Even Greensboro up into Alamance County, as well as over towards Durham County and Wake County, you can see these wind barbs are coming out of the south. That tells us where that warm front is located and where that warm air is moving into. Again, we are kind of catted in. If you kind of draw a line along Interstate 40, that includes portions of Forsyth, Davie, Iredell, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, Alexander, Wilkes, Yadkin County. We're still getting that northeast fetch of air, and that's kind of that cool, more stable air, and that is preventing the development of some thunderstorms in those areas. So that is kind of the dividing line. If you find yourself along and north of Interstate 40, you should be okay right now with severe weather. But once you get down to the Interstate 85 corridor, where these winds are coming in out of the south, as this front approaches this more unstable air, that is where we could find this thunderstorm development. So that is the main concern right now. And those are the areas that we are watching. Even down here in South Carolina, again, I'm still worried about this system right here, showing some signs of rotation in Piedmont, South Carolina. This is going to be traveling into Greenville and Malden here in the next 20 to 30 minutes. And that showing rotation could produce a quick spin up of a tornado. So we'll continue to watch that. Again, no warnings issued right now for anywhere in the Carolinas. We are just monitoring the radar and kind of paying attention to some areas that could see the potential of seeing some severe thunderstorms or even isolated tornadoes. Again, where do you go if there is a tornado warning issued? That is a question that we get a lot. We ask you to go to the lowest level of your home, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. You want to be in that centralized location, away from windows, doors, things like that. Normally when we are dealing with tornadoes, it's not the wind that really injures people. It's the debris that's flying in the air from the wind. And so we want to keep you protected from that. You want to get to the lowest level, put as many walls between you and the outside. It's always a good idea to have a helmet to protect your head, maybe some safety goggles, some glasses, something like that to prevent any debris flying into your eyes. And it's also a good idea to wear long sleeves and pants and tennis shoes or boots or something like that to keep your legs and feet protected. So I'm getting an alert here in my ear. It looks like we have a new tornado watch that has just been issued. This is going to include portions of the Carolinas here, starting to get this data coming in. So just bear with me. I will have to post this on social as well. So there may be a pause here as well. But we are monitoring this. Just got word that there is a new tornado watch that has been issued, awaiting the counties to see who gets in this and who doesn't. But a new tornado watch has been issued. for portions of the Carolinas. We're awaiting the Storm Prediction Center to release the area that is going to be encompassed by this tornado watch. This is going to be until 6 p.m. and this is going to include the Charlotte, Mecklenburg, into the upstate of South Carolina. So I'm going to get this out on social as quickly as possible, but I'll give you a heads up. This is what it's going to look like right quick. So let me screen share this. That way you guys can get a heads up. Here's what the new tornado watch is going to look like. So this is going to be until 6 p.m. This is going to include Charlotte up into Concord, Lincolnton, Shelby, down into the Rock Hill, Lancaster, over into Greenville and Anderson, Spartanburg area. So that is where the new tornado watch is going to be issued. This is going to be for the Charlotte metro area as well as the Greenville, South Carolina metro area. And this goes until 6 p.m. So tornado watch issued until 6 p.m. for the Charlotte metro area as well as the Greenville, Spartanburg metro area. So this is for a couple of tornadoes, isolated hail up to ping pong size, and wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. So those are all possibilities with this. Again, the tornado watch issued for portions of the Charlotte, Mecklenburg area. This includes Mecklenburg County, Gaston County, Cabarrus County, Lincoln County, as well as the Greenville, Spartanburg area. So if you'll bear with me for just a moment, I'm pushing this out to social. This is also going to include Fairfield, Lancaster, McCormick, and Newberry and Saluda counties in South Carolina. So the Columbia office also adding on to this watch here. So this is for the Charlotte metro area as well as the Greenville, Spartanburg area. And again, please bear with me. It's a one-man crew today. So I'm posting social. I'm doing updates with you all. So just bear with me as we get these out. Okay, I think I've got all of it. So this is going to go out on our Twitter page right now, and we'll post that over to Facebook as well. So here's the new tornado watch. Again, this is going to be for the Greenville area, Greenville, South Carolina metro, the Charlotte metro, and this is on the outskirts of the Columbia metro area. So we want to pay attention to that. That most likely could be extended into the Columbia metro as we go throughout the afternoon. Again, this goes until 6 p.m. the possibility of a few tornadoes, as well as, sorry, I'm trying to get some of my tabs working here. Not only the tornado risk, but there's also a risk of some damaging winds up to 65, 70 mile per hour wind gusts, as well as the possibility of some ping pong size hail. That will definitely do some damage to your home. So again, that tornado watch now issued out for the Greenville, Spartanburg metro area, as well as Charlotte metro area until 6 p.m. as this line of storms move into the area. And a watch means that conditions are possible for the development of tornadoes. It doesn't mean a tornado has been spotted, just means that the conditions are there, the ingredients. It's kind of like baking a cake. You have all the ingredients on the table. If you mix them up the correct way, or if these ingredients in the storm all come together at the right time, that's when we could see that tornado develop. So that tornado watch, again, goes until 6 p.m. And we'll probably see another watch issued that includes more of the Columbia, maybe even over towards Raleigh area later on this afternoon. So a lot of stuff going on in my ear here. Let me make sure that I up to date with all of that. Again, you are watching severe weather coverage here in the Carolinas. We are under a tornado watch for the Charleston metro area, as well as the Greenville, Spartanburg metro area and the Charlotte, Mecklenburg metro area. That all goes into effect until 6 p.m. For these watches. So that is what we are watching here. So no new updates here. So Let me go over here to the screen share. Let's pop up the radar here and let you see what's going on here in the upstate of South Carolina. And again, one second here. I've got a message here. I'm updating my clients here. Okay, so let's screen to share. I hope you guys can see radar. Again, I hate that we're doing this one-man show, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. So I don't know what is sharing. I think you saw the tornado watch. Let me share the radar here. Let you see what's going on radar-wise. Here's the corporate for the tornado watch is this line of storms right here, and that's really interesting feature right there. We're gonna have to watch that as well. This is kind of like mini tornado alley, Cleveland County, Lincoln County, Catawba County, anything. We have to watch this area because they have quick spin ups, but we're also watching these few storms down here in the South Carolina area. This one just moving between Williamston and Piedmont. In fact, the rotation passing over Piedmont, South Carolina right now. Again, not enough to warrant a tornado warning, but there is some rotation there that we're watching. Also down here in the Abbeville, Anderson County area that will continue to be watched as well. As we go up here, again, I want to watch this storm here just outside of Forest City between Ellenboro. This is going to be your far eastern portions of Rutherford, western portions of Cleveland County, northern Cleveland County. This would eventually move into Lincoln and Catawba. I'm really concerned about that. In fact, I'm going to message that out to my followers. So again, I ask that you just bear with me with patience here as we try to do multiple things with these storms here. So again, this is, I have to watch this little appendage as it moves into the foothills of the Catawba Valley. That could produce some concern there as this system moves out of Rutherford County into Cleveland, Lincoln, and Catawba. So I want to watch that. It's as you can see, there's a line here, but anytime we get these indentions right here, these QLCS, these squiggly lines, that is where we could see a quick spin up of a tornado. And so we want to make sure sometimes these things could develop so fast that there's no warning issued because they've developed and they've already done their tornado thing before a warning is able to be issued. So we want to continue to watch that as well as these storm systems move through. So control room, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I might have you take me down for just a little bit until we do get a warning up. That way we can kind of get some buttons figured out here. So let me send a message to control room here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of regroup here, kind of try to get some of these graphics figured out so we can get you guys up to date. So we're gonna close for just a moment. If a warning is issued, we will be back on. But again, this is the Carolina Weather Group. We're gonna continue to bring you live coverage of severe weather as it moves into the Carolinas. Again, newly issued tornado watch for the Greenville, Spartanburg metro area, as well as the Charlotte metro area. This is also another tornado watch out for the Charleston metro area. So we've got 3 metro areas in the Carolinas under a tornado watch, all until 6 p.m. Would not be surprised to see more watches issued throughout the day. So for right now, I'm Scotty Powell here in the Carolina Weather Group Weather Center. We're going to take you back to regularly scheduled programming, and we will break back in once warnings are issued.
Tell them that, oh no, you can't jump because it's 14 miles an hour, not 13.5. You know, so it's going to be, you know, you'll be buying the drinks at the bar that night. So it's, you know, it's pretty fascinating. And then I got to jump with the team as well. You know, as a tandem, I, you know, jumping